Hey, you guys. My name is Kim, and I am the Aroma Nurse. I'm super excited to bring video format of my essential oil class. This is going to be a great class. Hopefully, you guys can grab a pen and paper, cup of coffee in the morning, put with your pajama pants on still. The class is about 45 minutes to an hour, and I'm going to try and get through this information as quick as possible, but it does take a little bit of time. I'm going to bring to you guys tons of information, so be ready to listen and pay attention if you can, the least amount of distractions so you can get everything out of it that you want. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am Kim Gonza, and I am a registered nurse. I've been a nurse for 20 years, and I've worked in all different fields, so pediatric ICU, adult ICU, neonatal ICU, pediatric ER, labor and delivery, kind of everywhere. And I found Natural Solutions about 4 years ago, became a nurse aromatherapist recently, and we have incorporated essential oils into our hospital, which is super exciting. And here I am now teaching the benefits of essential oils. Hopefully we can get them to you guys and you can find the benefit for your family and your needs with these essential oils. I love to help people this way, and it's super exciting. So I'm going to talk to you guys using a guide that I typically use in a class, and it's this Live Naturally guide. If we're doing a Facebook group class, I will post these guides, screenshots of these guides in the group. All right, so let's talk about where did essential oils come from? How did we find out the benefits of essential oils? And crazy enough, they date back to the times in the Bible. They're referenced several times in the Bible. We know that frankincense and myrrh were the gifts of Jesus. We know Cleopatra actually used these essential oils in her first spas, and that was what they were using back in the day, which is something that I really love. So way back then, we had the dawn of medicine come, and that then became a practicing witchcraft, if you would, back in the day, because medicine came around, and that was what was trained to physicians. We're here now in the 20th century, and everybody is looking, not everybody, but most people are looking for more natural ways to take care of themselves and their families. So essential oils are really where it's at to help do that, and I've found great benefit using them. So I started using essential oils probably about 4 years ago. I have a girlfriend that has great looking skin, and I really just wanted to know what she was using on her skin. And she told me that she was using frankincense on her skin. And I was like, frankincense, what the heck is that? And she told me it's an essential oil. And sure enough, I got straight on Amazon and looked up frankincense and ordered myself my first bottle of frankincense. And about 6 months later, I was invited to an essential oil class similar to this, but it was in person. And I went to that class thinking that I had great essential oils because the bottle said 100% pure. What I didn't know is that the FDA has no regulation on that bottle saying that it's 100% pure. So anybody can put that on their bottle really because there's a part of it that's 100% pure essential oil. It doesn't mean that all of it is. So when you're purchasing essential oils, this is something you need to be very careful of. And as trained aromatherapists, this is something that we're trained in. And I can tell you there's only a good handful of essential oil companies in the world that actually give a pure product. So please be very careful when you're choosing essential oils. I will tell you that I chose doTERRA to be for my company that I represent, because I feel like they have the best essential oils, and I'll tell you why. doTERRA actually sources their essential oils all over the world, and the important part about that is that the plant actually grows better when it's in certain types of soil and certain types of environment to grow in. Like, I can't plant a palm tree in Illinois, it would never grow. So these are plants that are growing in the best places for it to flourish in the whole world. And what happens with that is you get the chemical constituents in that plant, in that essential oil, that come out, and they're very, very therapeutic for human beings. So that's a huge factor for me with doTERRA. Obviously, I talked about the purity and the importance of purity with the essential oil. And quite honestly, doTERRA does something called CPTG testing. And that's their own testing. But what that means is that they have tested it several times to make sure that there's been no adulteration from the started distillation all the way into the factory. And the way that they prove that to people, it's super cool, is they have this little barcode. You see that? And you can scan this essential oil on your phone and actually get the testing done on this specific bottle of essential oil, and it will show all the chemicals in there. And if there's an added chemical, that's where you show the adulteration part. So they're very transparent that nothing has been added into their essential oils, and that's something that's really important to me. In addition, they sometimes do a couple different species of essential oil into one bottle. So for instance, frankincense has 4 different species. And what that means is it's 4 different types of plant, a little bit different in variation, all added into one oil, which makes it even more therapeutic. Really awesome stuff. And then doTERRA does something else. They do something called co-impact sourcing. And this is pretty amazing to me because the places where they're sourcing these essential oils oftentimes need help. They need help becoming business builders and creating distilleries. And so they help these people start businesses. They create schools. They build schools in places where there's none. They do running water, build running water pipe lines into communities that don't have them. So many different things. They give back to women in communities that they don't believe in their monthly cycle, and that's an embarrassment. So there's a lot of education going on there. They work with human sex trafficking, which is really amazing that they do a lot for that, those organizations. So lots and lots of giving back, and that's really important in a company to me. Okay guys, so let's start talking about the essential oils themselves. Let me tell you, this is the craziest thing that I heard. When I first started learning about these guys, I found out that 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. What? That's crazy. So I'm just telling you that because that is the importance of using only 1 single drop. They're super potent. A little bit goes a long way, and you don't need tons to be therapeutic. So keep that in mind. They're very potent. You guys, I'm going to use the guide and go to this next page to tell you the 3 different ways to use your essential oils right here, okay? First way is aromatically. This is a really beneficial way to use your essential oils because there's several different reasons. First of all, if you're using a diffuser, and that's one of the top ways to use your essential oils, so I highly recommend you get a diffuser with your essential oils because it's probably the top way that people use them. And you see I've got a couple of diffusers, one over there, one over there. That one right back there, that's the petal diffuser, and that's the first diffuser that I ever got, and that thing runs 2 and 4 hours and it turns off on its own. It's also got a cute little light that you can turn on and off if you want. The benefit of using a diffuser would be that you can put essential oils in there and get benefit for your entire family, whoever's in the same room with you. You can get benefit for yourself. Let's say if you're working in your office and you need some uplifting or focusing essential oils, you can pop them in your diffuser while you're working. Sleeping at night and you need some essential oils to help you sleep, you can pop them in your diffuser. And actually for that, I'd recommend this diffuser right here. And the reason that I'd recommend that diffuser is because it actually goes for 10 hours. So if you're somebody who thinks you might need essential oils like through the night or for long periods of time, you would want to consider something like this because it actually runs for 2, 5, and 10 hours. If it runs for 10 hours, it's on for 5 minutes, off for 5 minutes. It's got a cute little light, all sorts of colors. You can play with it and see what you like, and it automatically turns off on it by itself. and it looks super cute. So this is another great diffuser. Another type of aromatic use for your essential oils would be to use something like this. This is a diffuser necklace, and what you would do is just pop the essential oil on, and this is a rock and it's super porous. And the essential oil will go on there and it'll actually diffuse all day and you'll breathe it in. And what's the benefit to breathing it in? Well, you have a couple different pathways that you're actually absorbing those essential oils as you breathe them in. First is your nose. So if you have essential oils and you're breathing them in, you have these tiny little hairs in your nose, and they actually have receptors at the end of them that go straight back into your brain, in your limbic system. And in your limbic system, you house your emotions. And those essential oils talk to the receptors, and the receptors talk to the limbic system, and it tells your body what to do. So if you're needing to calm down your emotions, it's going to tell your limbic system to tell the body to settle down. It's a crazy, amazing effect when it happens, and you will feel your heart rate slow down a little bit. Those feelings of anxiousness and tension or sadness helps dissipate them a bit. So it's a great way to use the oils aromatically, and that's what happens when you breathe them in. So putting on a drop on here, you're actually going to breathe them in all day, and it's going to help you keep those feelings at bay. Let's say you need them just in that moment. You don't have a diffuser necklace. I would actually just put on a drop of essential oil onto my hand, rub it together like this, and make an inhaler. And this is the way you would do it. Close your eyes and breathe it in. And all those essential oils are aromatic, and you're going to breathe it in, and it's going to give you a lot of benefits. So that's another great way. You can also put a drop on your pillow. So if you need sleep at night, put a drop and you'll be smelling that essential oil. You could just simply open up the bottle, breathe it in. That's aromatic use of the essential oil. Putting it in a spray bottle is another option. So I like to do room sprays, especially around Christmas time, or when I'm going to sleep. I can spray my pillow with some lavender, and that will be effective also. So lots of different ways to help aromatically. Next way to use your essential oils is topically. And let me see if I can find it. My fractionated coconut oil. Okay, so fractionated coconut oil is a great way to, great carrier oil for your essential oils. So why do we need a carrier oil? Remember how I talked about how potent those essential oils are? Well, you need to add something to them to dilute them. And they're super strong. They can cause skin sensitivity. So I always recommend to dilute those essential oils if you can with a carrier oil. The purpose of doing this is so that you can spread it around. It's not going to cause any irritation to your skin. And really, the amount of dilution is going to depend on several things. Kids, you dilute more. Elderly, you dilute more. Adults, you dilute it. If you're putting it all over your body, you should dilute it more. If you're putting it on a concentrated area, you can use it a little bit less dilution. Okay? One other reason we use fractionated coconut oil is because fractionated coconut oil does not get rancid, which means let the oils go bad. And you can actually add these into a roller bottle. This is a roller bottle. And the roller bottle makes it super easy because they're all diluted. And here we go. Okay, so you have a cup of some essential oils, like 10 drops in here, and the rest is fractionated coconut oil. Okay, and it makes it super easy to just apply it because it's all diluted and ready to go. You can keep them in your purse, and it's great. So you might be asking yourself, what is fractionated coconut oil? Fractionated coconut oil is just liquefied coconut oil. That's all. There's many different types of carrier oils, including lotion. Olive oil can be a carrier oil. For my face, I like to use rose hip seed, argan, jojoba. Those are all great carrier oils for your face skin. So it all just depends on where you're putting the oils as to what carrier oil you use it for. Application, where do we apply these essential oils? So it just depends. think places of the pain, places of concern. So if I have a headache, I'm applying a roller bottle from my temples to my forehead. That would be really based on where the headache is. If it's in the back, I would apply the essential oils to the back. If I have joint pain, let's say I have pain in my wrist or elbow, I would apply the essential oils to my wrist or my, this would be my wrist, my elbow, my wrist or my elbow. If I have a stomach ache, I'm going to apply those essential oils to my stomach. So think about that. If you are suffering from other problems and like an earache or kidney stones or something like that, there's a reflexology book that you can use. It's a chart, and on the bottoms of your feet you have a lot of reflex points. You can apply the essential oils to a reflex point, massage it in, and it can be helpful also. That could be a little confusing. In addition to that, I would say there's a lot of pores on the bottom of your feet. So you're pretty good putting them on the bottom of your feet. Actually, the pores that you have, you absorb the essential oils in 15 seconds under the bottom of your feet. So consider using the bottom of your feet. If you get used to your essential oils, you can probably use them a little bit more in depth using a reflexology chart. Okay, so application is very, very effective. It's absorbed through the skin into the body. Remember, less is more for essential oils. Localized benefits depending on where you need those essential oils. If you are using essential oils for emotions, I highly recommend using the oils on your pulse points. So on your neck, okay? On your wrists, over your heart. It's very effective for that. If you're using essential oils for your kids for focusing or you for focusing, I highly recommend the back of your neck, right at the base of your head. Very effective. That's actually a generalized spot that I like to put essential oils also. For sickness, all over immune support, I like to use a roller bottle for my children up and down their spine. Okay guys, there is not a special recipe for all of this, so just play around with it and see how it goes. Next is internal use of the essential oils, and I get a little tricky with this because I think you really need a good guide to do internal use of the essential oils, or you need the reference of somebody who knows what they're doing and has some experience. The guide that I like to use is actually this book right here. And it's called The Essentials of the Earth. I love this book. It's a great reference guide, and you can open it up. It's going to tell you how many drops you need to use it internally, topical. You can purchase this book on Amazon. You can purchase it on thearomanurse.com. In Kim's Favorites, this book is there. And I highly recommend, if you're using essential oils, to have this book on hand so you know how to use your oils. There's a lot of safety considerations in here that you can read, and pretty much anything you think of, you can look up and find in this book. So let's just say you have, well, gallstones. Okay? So there's some information on gallstones. It's going to tell you exactly what oils to use and how to use those essential oils. So that's just one of many. So if you're going to use the essential oils internally, what you're going to do is use a veggie cap, okay? So what that is these little guys right here. And veggie caps are actually capsules. You see that? Of empty capsules. So you just kind of pull that capsule apart and you can pop the essential oils right into there. And I would put whatever the recipe says, 3 drops of Digescent essential oil. And then in addition to that, I'd probably put a little bit of olive oil in there just to dilute it up a bit, okay? You close the cap and then you can ingest it that way. There you go. If you were to drink an essential oil, there are certain essential oils that you can drink, and that would be citrus oils. I like to use citrus oils. You have to use a glass or a metal drinking bottle. And the reason for that is essential oils are really awesome at pulling toxins out of the body, but they also pull toxins out of plastic. So you want to make sure you're using a glass or metal to put those essential oils in so that the nasty toxins don't go into your water and you're drinking them. In addition, it's a good health practice to stay away from plastic. So if you're using them to drink with, to clean your house with, it should be with glass, okay, or metal. All right. I oftentimes put lemon essential oil into here, and it would be 1 drop in there, and it would actually freshen my drink. It will make it taste like I squeezed a fresh lemon in there. It doesn't have the same benefit as squeezing a true lemon in there, but there is some detoxification benefits to doing that. All right, you guys, that is it for how to use your essential oil. Now I'm going to talk about this little sheet here, and this is the 10 different essential oils that are going to, these are the top 10 I would say, and they're going to be very beneficial for your family. I think this is a great foundation to start with for your essential oils. So that's why I'm going to talk about these 10. All right, so the first oil we're going to talk about is lavender. And you guys, lavender, probably all of you guys have smelled lavender at some point in your life. It's probably synthetic lavender, so it's pretty amazing when you actually open up a bottle of true lavender oil and you smell it and you get that therapeutic benefit. I love lavender. It's the top selling essential oil. It's very beneficial for stress and anxiety. In fact, lavender essential oil has been proven in studies to be as effective as benzodiazepines. What's a benzodiazepine? Well, that's Xanax, and that's pretty crazy in my opinion. So it's super effective for those stressful feelings. It is also really fantastic for your skin. So if you have skin irritation, redness, you got a bug bite, you have sunburn, this essential oil is perfect to apply to that area of concern. If you have a sunburn, you want to put a little aloe vera into your hand and a drop of lavender and just apply that to your skin, and your sun-kissed skin is going to look great tomorrow. It's not going to be burned anymore. It's going to look more tan than anything, and it might decrease all that inflammation from the sun. It's also very effective for sleeping. So if you put it in your diffuser to help you sleep through the night, one reason that you might want to get that diffuser, because I did have an experience where I put it in my diffuser to sleep at night, and I was using that guy over there, and at 4 hours when it ran out, I actually woke up and realized that the diffuser was out. So I put the water in there, and then I popped the essential oil in there, and then I went back to sleep, and I thought to myself, yeah, tomorrow night I don't want to be doing this. So I ordered myself this one that actually lasts through the entire night. So lavender is also really great for muscle tension also. So super effective for that. We love lavender. It has great antibacterial properties also. Next, I want to tell you guys about lemon. Lemon is an amazing oil because it's very detoxifying. It's one that we put in our drink. If you have cooked some smelly food, you could put it into your diffuser and let it diffuse and get rid of that stinky, smelly air that you have, like fish or something like that. Very beneficial for doing that. It'll detoxify the air. It's great if you have a sore throat, so putting a drop on some honey and taking a spoonful will help soothe the sore throat. This is a really fun information. If you have been at the hairdresser and you have some hair color on your head, it will take the hair color out of your skin, and so use a little coconut oil and some lemon oil on there, and it will help take it out. Now, in addition to that, I want to tell you guys, if you're putting some essential oil that's citrus, lemon, wild orange, bergamot on your skin, you cannot go in the sun for about 6 hours afterwards. It makes your skin photosensitive, and what that means is that you're sensitive to the sun and to getting sunburn. So please remember that when you're using citrus essential oils. It's also really good if your child put magic marker on your furniture. It will help to take that out. It will help to take gooey stuff off. So I had my daughter put a Band-Aid into the carpet. It was so nice of her. And I could not get that thing out. I swear to God, I was just like, oh my goodness, get this thing out. And I pulled out my lemon oil, put a little bit on there, and it just kind of came off. It was great. So lemon oil is fantastic for that. Next, I want to talk about peppermint essential oil. So peppermint is really beneficial for your muscles. It helps to soothe sore muscles, stomach aches. It's great for nausea. It's fantastic for headaches. So if you put it on the areas of your head where you have a headache, it's really beneficial to help relax those muscles and relieve the headache. It's also great to relieve nasal congestion. So if you breathe that in, it's going to help to bring all of that nasal congestion out of your nose. In addition to that, peppermint is also very cooling to your body. So if you have a fever or your child has a fever and they're over the age of 2, you can actually apply peppermint to their body to help cool down their body. The way I would do this would be have it in a roller bottle, apply it to their head, the back of their neck, the bottoms of their feet. Typically, in my practice with my own children, I have seen a fever that's 103 go down to about 100.6, or 101 go down to about 100.6. It doesn't take the fever all the way away, I've noticed, but really, in my opinion as a nurse, I don't ever want the fever totally gone. I want my child comfortable, but not totally gone. And the reason for that is the fever's fighting the infections. This is your body's response. If you make that go away, it's not doing what it should to get rid of it. So a little fever is okay. A peppermint is also great if you have hot flashes, or if you are taking hot yoga or running outside in the heat. Spray that on your body. If your kids are in football and it's hot out because it's July, spray it on the back of their neck and it'll help to cool them down. That is it for peppermint. So lavender, lemon, and peppermint, those three are the oils that I use for allergies. It's very beneficial for allergies, and I did stop taking my allergy medicine about 3 years ago because of the essential oils, and they were working just as effectively. So putting them in a roller bottle and applying them, great for your kids that are suffering from allergies that you don't want to treat them with medications. This is a great option. If they're super bad, put them in your diffuser. For adults, they actually make a gel cap, doTERRA does, and it's a pre-made capsule with the essential oils in that you can actually consume. And this is actually the On Guard ones, and I'll show you what they look like. It's just a little capsule like that. And it's great to carry in your purse because they're ready to go for when you need them. You don't have to worry about mixing them into the little capsule or remembering all the oils to come with. You just have the capsules with you. Also, lavender and peppermint I just mentioned are great for headache together. So adding those two together, putting them in a roller bottle makes that headache relief very effective. And like I said, applying it all over your face, your temples, your forehead, the back of your neck. Okay, let's talk about Maluka. Here it is, Maluka. This is a fantastic oil. You guys probably have heard of it before. It's called tea tree oil. And it's very medicinal. When you smell it, it smells like clean air. And it does that. It's got lots of antibacterial, antifungal, viral properties to it. And it's really good for infection. So if you have a bug bite, if you have an abscess, if you have skin irritation, this essential oil is what you're wanting to use on there. Of course, if you're using it and it's getting worse and this is not enough, you need to see your doctor. But in the meantime, you can start with this, and it's really effective. It's also effective for toenail funguses. It's effective for skin abrasions. So if your child falls, you can put coconut oil and a drop of this, cleanse the skin with this. A lot of people like to clean with this with Maluka. Really great for all of that stuff. I love this oil. All right, next we're going to talk about oregano. Here it is. Oregano essential oil is a hot oil. What does that mean? Well, you pull this guy out and you smell it. Oh my gosh, there's so much heat in here. You can smell it. I always laugh. I say there's a lot of Italian in this bottle. There is a lot. It's hot, spicy hot. So that means do not apply this to your skin without a carrier oil. Do not ingest this unless it's directed by a guide or it's in a capsule. It doesn't ever go straight in your mouth because it can actually burn your mucous membrane. So please. But it's really effective to take care of things. So I like to use oregano for warts. That's my number one thing that I like to treat it with. Warts are very effective. I treated my own son with warts. Also, there's something called molluscum. Molluscum can be treated with this and Melaleuca and a carrier oil rubbed straight on the little spots. What's molluscum? Oh, it's the little warts that kids get. It's very contagious and it's very hard to treat. Typically, you would want to use the combination two to three times a day for a week. No, I'm sorry, 2 weeks. 2 weeks straight, and it should be gone. A week, it might be gone if it's not that bad of a case. So oregano works great for that. Oregano is great for skin tags. It's great for toenail fungus also. It also kills off molds and yeast. So if you have any issues with that, it's really good for those also. Okay, so next is frankincense. You guys, frankincense is where it's at. This is the oil that I'm putting on my face. So reason I was looking for some frankincense in my life back in the day was because I was suffering from melasma, and that was from my kids. Thank you very much, children. Brown spots all over my face and from the sun. And I was getting them bleached. I was getting peels done, all sorts of stuff to my skin to make it go away. And it was going away for a hot minute and then straight back. So I started using some frankincense on my skin. And long behold, when I got the real stuff, about 2 weeks after, I noticed a huge difference in those brown spots. And now those brown spots are gone. I thank my youthful looking skin to frankincense. And I use frankincense on my skin every single day at night with a carrier oil. I use jojoba, I use argan, or I use rose hip seed depending on my moods to use them. I also like to use doTERRA's hydrating face cream, and I put a drop of frankincense in there also. I'm loving that product right now. I use it every night as my moisturizer, and that's all I'm doing for my skin, you guys. I'm 42 years old, and I am so happy with the way my skin is looking these days. I have nothing else added to it but frankincense, okay? So this stuff is magic. Lots of anti-inflammatory product benefits to this. This is probably the most powerful frankincense in the world based on what different species that they put into this essential oil. It's been shown in studies to be very beneficial to decreasing certain types of tumor size. So if you are interested in that information, go to PubMed.com and look up frankincense. It's specific tumors, and it has shown in studies to decrease them. So something to think about. Hugely anti-inflammatory, great for your skin, for inflammation, any types of inflammation. In addition to that, frankincense is the essential oil that is diffused in church. You may smell that when you smell it, and when you're in church, you feel a very grounding effect. The reason because of that is that the essential oil is distilled out of the tree trunk. And what that gives you, that's going to tell you it's grounding. So whenever you have an essential oil that's from the trunk, the roots, the bark of a tree, you're going to have a benefit of grounding. And it makes perfect sense. I love that, comparing it to that and thinking about that. So those are very grounding oils. So if you're feeling that you need some grounding, throw that in the diffuser and it will do that for you. Okay, you guys, next oil, these are blends that I'm going to start talking about. What's a blend? Well, a blend is a couple of essential oils added together to give you the benefit of it all added up. in one little bottle. So doTERRA's found some great blends that they were already pre-blended for you, so you don't have to worry about it. So these are just ready to go for you. Ready to go to be mixed into the carrier oil. Now you're going to notice something with this bottle here. This bottle is got a big fat cap. So let's compare. Okay, you notice that? It's really fatter than the other one. So the point of this big fat cap is that it is telling you it's never an ingestible essential oil. So please remember that whenever you see an essential oil with a fat cap, it's never ingestible. So I would say this is just an application method with this one. And you can simply put this on, apply it to your skin. What is Deep Blue? Well, it's like Icy Hot. It's like Icy Hot or any of those creams that give you relief from your pain. It's very effective for arthritis pain. It's muscle pain. It's great for headaches. It's great for tension, neck tension, kids with growing pains. So this is an essential oil. You would want to use that. If you were running a marathon, use this essential oil. All right, next is a blend called Breathe. Here it is. This is a great blend. This gave me an aha moment with essential oils, I'll be honest with you. At the time, I had just gone to that class I was telling you guys about, and my daughter, she was 2, and she got a cold, and she was coughing all night long, and lucky me, had to sit and listen to it. She was in the bed with me. She was coughing, coughing, coughing. She was sleeping through the coughing, and I was sitting waiting for it to stop. 2 o'clock in the morning, in desperation, I reached for my oils because that lady in the oil class said that it would help with a cough, and it finally came to me to get up and go and find that oil. And I did, and I applied it to her chest and the bottom of her feet, and the next thing I knew, it was the morning. And I thought to myself, there is no way that that essential oil worked the way I think it just did. That would be like just crazy and a miracle, really. Maybe I just fell asleep. So here we are the next night, and the coughing began again, and I applied the essential oil, and I watched to see if it truly worked, and it sure enough did. In about 5 minutes, that consistent cough was gone, and I really couldn't believe it. I actually thought I was delirious. But Breathe was the reason for that. So very effective for coughing. Apply it to the chest. You can put a hot pack to the chest to drive that essential oil in. You can put it in your diffuser. That's another reason you want an 8-hour diffuser. If those kids are coughing, 10-hour diffuser, you want that going on, because when it turns off, the cough will come back. So super effective for that. Next is DigestZen. This essential oil has fennel in it. And fennel is really great for the digestive system. So this oil is really effective for diarrhea. It's effective for constipation. It's effective for heartburn, bloating, anything GI, stomach upset. So this oil you would want to apply to the stomach if you're having any of those issues. So for you or your children, you would put it in a carrier oil and apply it clockwise, the way the bowel goes, okay? You're gonna apply it, rub it in. When my kids have to go number 2, and I put this essential oil on, I would say 9 out of 10 times, they're in the bathroom pooping in about 15 minutes. It's crazy. If they're going number 2 too much, right? So I apply this, and typically it slows them down or stops it altogether. Heartburn, almost instantaneous. This oil is one of the only oils I do this with. I put a drop underneath my tongue of this essential oil. It took me a little while to muster up courage to do that, but I did hear that people do that, so I did try it, and it's really effective. So putting a drop under my tongue if I'm bloated or I got a bad stomach ache, let me tell you, it tastes like you just drank some Sambuca. It's pretty crazy. It's intense. You have some water to go after it, but it will take care of that stomach upset quick. So have this on hand, especially if you're having some heartburn and things like this. Really, really effective for all of that. You guys can't live without this essential oil. Oh yeah, and it's also great for nausea also. Okay, last oil that I'm going to talk about, and this is On Guard. Oopsie, I'm going to go back to this little pack here. All right, so this On Guard bottle here, oops, this is the magic. This is the bottle that I go through the most in a year. This is the reason my children have not been on antibiotics in over 2 years, okay? Or none of us, actually, for that sake. I started using this essential oil for colds, and that's what it's effective for. Colds, viruses, infection, flu, immune system down. There's a blend of essential oils in this that will help with boosting the immune system. So let me tell you how to use this oil. It's super important. Excuse me. Okay. So what happens when a virus comes into your body? You get this feeling of maybe it's a cold, maybe it's allergies, I got a little tickle, something is going on, I'm not really sure if I'm getting sick. That's the start of the virus coming into your body and replicating. That's just the beginning of it. It's going to replicate and you're going to start feeling a little bit sicker, and then you're going to go, ooh, I think this could be a cold. Well, it's only going to get worse. So the point of the essential oil is to stop that replication in its tracks. Boost that immune system in its tracks. And what happens is if you start using this essential oil right away, before that virus is replicated and been all over your body and you're super, super sick, you're going to slow it down and stop it from going on and making you really bad. So you're going to, let's say this is your kids, you're going to have a roller bottle of this and you're going to apply it to the back of their neck, up and down their spine when they're going to sleep on the bottom of their feet. Okay? You're going to put it in the diffuser so that they can breathe it in and absorb through their lungs through the night. Okay? This is going to be very beneficial. You're going to apply it to their body 3 to 4 times a day to really help their immune system and get rid of that virus. This is key though. If you start at day 3 of the cold, it's not going to be quite as effective. It's still going to be helpful, but it's not going to work as good as it is the beginning symptoms starting. Okay. For me as an adult, I am going to consume this essential oil. I'm going to consume it using these On Guard soft gels or putting it in that capsule that I was talking about. So these capsules are pre-made already, and that's why I keep them in my purse. I pop one in, drink it down, and I take it 3 or 4 times a day, and typically I'm feeling much better very quickly. I'm also diffusing all night long, and if I want, I can put a little bit on my neck also. Sometimes even like if I'm getting on an airplane, I put a drop of On Guard on my diffuser necklace so that I'm breathing that in and I don't get sick on the plane. Those are the ways to use doTERRA On Guard. It's an amazing product, and I'm telling you guys, the sickness will be changed forever because of this essential oil. It's great. Let's talk about how do you order these essential oils. All right, so I'm going to go through the guide, and it's going to help you figure out how to order them, and this is part of it here, okay? So there's 2 different ways. The first way is to purchase a membership. It's $35. There's no obligation to that membership. It simply gives you 25% off of wholesale pricing, and it also gives you your own account so you can order your oils whenever you want and go through your account, and it's delivered straight to your house. So that is one way to get an account for it and get your essential oils. The second way is to get a kit. Now, in my opinion, a kit is the best way to get your essential oils in a discounted price because you're buying bulk, you're not paying for that $35 membership, and you're getting a discount because of that. So I think buying a kit is probably the most cost-effective way, and you're going to get enough oils to really be able to help your family. So the first kit I want to tell you guys about is the Home Essential Kit. This kit right here is $275, but let me tell you what you're going to get with that kit. You're going to get that 4-hour diffuser back there, and that's a great diffuser. It's actually about $47 is the cost of that diffuser. And you're going to get the 10 oils we talked about. And this little guy right here is one of them. And it's 250 drops of essential oils in this bottle. So think about it. Remember how I told you guys you're going to use 1 drop at a time? 1 drop is all you need typically. And those oils are going to last you a really, really long time. I have oils that have lots of oils that have lasted me years, and I use them quite a bit because there's so many drops in one bottle. So keep that in mind. It's a good investment, And how much do you really spend when you're going to see the doctor? Or you're buying antibiotics or a steroid because the cold now is on its third week, or inhalers, or you know, you got to take your kid to go see a doctor to get a wart burned off. So that's pain and money. Okay, it's going to reduce the amount that you're seeing the doctor and having to take care of this stuff. You're also not going to be spending as much on over-the-counter medications, which are going to be safer for you and your family and save you money. Okay, so that kit is amazing. I love that kit. But I need to talk to you guys about a kit that I kind of wished I had gotten in the beginning, and I'm going to tell you why. This is a really overhaul kit, and it gives you an opportunity to not only get a bunch of essential oils and other products that doTERRA has, it's also going to give you some of the products that I use in my detox. So I host a detox twice a year, and a detox is really important for your body to get rid of those toxins that you've built up, that you've inhaled, consumed, put on your skin. We have a lot of toxins that we put on our skin. And every couple times a year, you should get those toxins out of your body. And if you don't, well, what happens is you get inflammation, and that can lead to disease and arthritis and cancers and terrible things. So getting rid of that is super important. So I lead groups twice a year, how to do that, and it's 30 days, and you learn how to eat clean, and you really feel great at the end. So a lot of products are in here. So if you're thinking of doing that, or maybe you're not thinking of that, this could be a great kit for you also. So I'm going to show you it. Okay, here is the Natural Solutions kit. And these are all the products that you get in this kit here. So I'm going to talk about it. So here's all your oils that you get. All the oils that I discussed in this kit are in this detox kit, okay? Besides oregano, I should take that back. So no oregano in here, but you can definitely get that later. But the oils that are in this kit, plus some oils that I didn't mention to you guys. One of the oils is called Serenity. And this essential oil is a sleep blend. It's very effective for sleep. And there's other oils that are added into it to make it even more effective. So it helps calm you down. It's great for anxiety also. It helps you put you to sleep. And this is part of it. So if you're looking for sleep, this is in there. In addition to that, there's an essential oil called Balance. This is another blend. And Balance is super effective to calm your body down, relax you, get you grounded, help with anxiety, things like that. So a lot of people will combine these two essential oils. I'm sorry, you guys. And the combination will give you a great anti-anxiety roller bottle that you can just apply to your skin whenever you're feeling anxious. Or you can put the two together and just smell them in your hands. So really effective for that. All right. So in addition, in this kit, you have a bunch of other things, such as the shampoo and conditioner. It's right over here, right there. You get this Deep Blue Rub, which is deep blue with a lotion already. So already in the lotion, which makes it very effective to apply to your skin because it's sitting on the skin longer because it's in the form of a lotion. It means it's going to help with the pain even more. This is the On Guard toothpaste, which is awesome. My whole family uses this. It's great for your gums because of the On Guard that's in it, and it's toxin free. You have these two products here, which is digestive enzymes and a probiotic, great for gut health, part of our detox. You get the box to put all your oils in. You're going to have this diffuser, which is right here. So those of you that have been considering that you need this diffuser, this is the 10-hour night diffuser, and this retails for about $79, and that is in this kit. You're going to get hand soap, which is here. You're going to also get a breathe stick. You're going to get those On Guard soft gels that I just talked about in my class. You're going to get a blend of oils called Past Tense. This blend works amazing for neck tension, headache. Ever wake up with neck tension, it'll take it away instantly. You're also going to get something called the Lifelong Vitality. And I need to tell you guys about this quickly. These little guys, they're back here. Let me grab them. Okay. So these are doTERRA's vitamins, and I'm going to be quite honest with you guys right now. I was never a vitamin person. Didn't even like to take them when I was pregnant. What did I decided to use these products because, well, a lot of people were raving about them, and I thought that was interesting. And then I found out that this product was doTERRA's #1 selling product, which was even crazier to me. #1 selling product. Isn't it the essential oils that are the #1 selling products? So I decided, in addition to that, this product has a money back guarantee. And I was like, I can use them for the whole month and send them back if I don't like them, because I'm probably pretty sure I'm not going to like them. Yes. So I ordered them, and I was really not thinking that I would like them at all. And soon after I started using them, I noticed I didn't need a nap at 2 o'clock in the afternoon anymore. I was getting some energy, and that was really crazy. I couldn't believe it was from these. And then I noticed that my immune system was boosted, and I was getting sick less often. So I really love these essential oils. This product. And what's in it is it's a combination of essential oils, vitamins, whole food nutrient vitamins, very amazing for your body. Those are absorbed, not peed out, which are most vitamins. So these are whole food. You can look at the ingredients. They're nutrients that you're going to absorb. You also have all your omegas. You have anti-inflammatory herbs in here, such as turmeric and resinol. Very amazing, and I wholeheartedly believe that this is part of my continued good health, and I am pretty consistent in taking these every single day because I believe in this product so much. So this is included in your kit. In addition to that, you will have the option to join a monthly ordering system. And this is not a requirement. This is not something you have to do. If you do monthly ordering with doTERRA after you purchase the Natural Solutions Kit, this is the big one I'm still talking about, you spend $100 the next month. It's actually 100 PV. 100 PV is similar to $100. It's dollar for point. All essential oils is 1-to-1, point for dollar. If you spend $100 that next month, you get $100 in free product because you bought this kit. So what you can do is you can get the supplements that we're going to use on the detox, and you will save a lot of money bulking it all together. So there you have it. I am always available for questions. I will post questions, and I will also post ways for you to ask questions and get you guys some information on these kits. I'm going to also post in any of the groups that I started the huge kits list. That's just a couple of the kits that we offer. I think those are the 2 best options for kits, but I will post all the options for kits also in the groups so that you can see all that we have. You guys have a great day. I'm hoping that you can find some ways to use your essential oils and add them into your life, save some money from going to so many doctor's appointments, improve your health, improve your kids' health, help yourselves with the decreased amount of illness in your house, because it's always a terrible time when the kids are sick, and live a healthier life. Thank you for listening. Guys, well, thanks for listening to my class, and I wanted to let you know that this is not the end of our journey together. If you decide that essential oils are for you, then I will help you along this journey, and you will get your kit, and we will talk on the phone, or we will meet in person afterwards and do something called a wellness consult. And you are going to get my opinion and my recommendations on what I think you should do next for your health and maintaining good health. We're going to mix roller bottles. I'm going to give you a bunch of sheets on how to mix roller bottles, recipes, diffuser recipes, all sorts of information, so you're kind of ready to get going with the oils, and you're not left on your own, not knowing where to go. So we are going to create a partnership of health, and I'm hoping that you're ready to jump on that bandwagon and get going. We are super excited for you to join our movement and keep health as a main priority in your life. Have a great day.